Okay, so I'm starting with the question 9, which is a statistics question. So the first question, you have been given a table of data here. So the first question is saying calculate the standard deviation. So calculate the standard deviation. So to calculate the standard deviation, you have to know the formula of the standard deviation, which is this one. Standard deviation is equal to the square root of this symbol, means summation of f of x squared over summation of f, which is frequency, minus mean squared. This symbol, an x with a bar on top, is mean. So the thing you are supposed to find, you have to first find the mean of the data that you have been given, and the formula for mean is equal to summation of f of x over summation of frequency. So according to the data that we have been given, when we add f of x, we find that is 2340 over summation of x. When we add all the frequencies according to the table that we have been given, they add up to 60. So 39 is the answer that we get after dividing 2340 by 60. So 39 is our mean in this case. So here I'm just substituting the formula for standard deviation. I'm saying 2, which is the frequency, multiplied by 5 squared. 5 squared, where is it coming from? From the formula here, we know that we're supposed to square x. So I'm multiplying f, which is frequency, times x squared. So then I'm going to add all this, because this symbol means summation. That is why I'm adding here 2 times 5 squared plus 6 times 15 squared plus 10 times 25 squared up to the end. The last number that I've been given is 75. So how do I find the x? You can see that the x is varying from here. The x is 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 45, 65, up to 75, the last one. So let's first know how do we find the x, or the midpoint that should be squared on the formula. So here, according to the formula, there is need to multiply the frequency times x squared. So how do I get x squared? I'll add here from the table that I've been given on the question, 0 plus 10, then divided by 2, I'm going to get 5. That is why I need to multiply 2, which is the frequency, multiplied by 5 squared, then plus, I'll come here, I'll add again 10 plus 20, I'll get 30. When I divide by 2, I'll get 15. So I am going to multiply 6 multiplied by 15 squared, since 15 here is my x. And again from here I'm going to add 20 plus 30, which is 50, divided by 2, I'm going to get 25. So 10 times 25 squared. Again here 30 plus 40, I'm going to get 70, divided by 2, I'm going to get 35. So 15 times 35 squared. 40 plus 50, 90, divided by 2, 45. So I'm going to say 12 times 45 squared. I'm going to do the same up to the end. The last number should be 70 plus 80, which is 150, by 2, 75. So 3 times 75 squared. So that is why from the formula here, I'm multiplying 2 times 5 squared plus. This plus comes because on the formula there is an issue of summation. Summation means addition. So I'm going to add everything up to the end over summation of frequency. I'm going to add all the numbers that have been given on the table, like 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 15 plus 12 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3. That is why I'm adding here. I'm adding all the numbers. Then minus 39 squared. Why am I squaring 39? Because the formula requires that I square the mean here. Here is the formula. So after calculating the value of this numerator, I found 108,300 over 60 minus, after squaring 39, I've gotten 1,521. So after evaluating here, I found 284. Then after squaring this, I found the standard deviation to be 16.85229955. Then correcting into one decimal place, it's 16.9. So standard deviation. From there you are done. So coming on question B, they are saying answer this part of question on a sheet of graph paper. So this question part B must be answered on a sheet of graph paper. So the question under B, there's question 1. They are saying using this table above, copy and complete the cumulative frequency table below. So from here we've been given marks scored from 0 up to 80. Then here what they are doing is they are adding 0 plus 0 is 0. Then they will go under 10. Under 10 here there's 2, that's why they've written 2. Then under 20 there's 6, so they are adding 6 plus 2 and get the next number. Then under 30 there's 10. 10 plus 8, 18. So we're going to continue this pattern here. So we are adding under 20 there's 8, so 8 plus 2, 18. So we are going to come here under 40 there's 15, so 15 plus 18 we are going to get 33. Then we go under 50. Under 50 here there's 12, so we're going to say 12 plus 33, we are going to get 45. Then we are going to come under 60. There is 8. 8 plus 45, we are getting 53. Then under 70 there is 4 there, so 4 plus 53, we are getting 57. Then under 8, which is the last one, there's 3. 3 plus 57, we are getting 60. So for this part we are done. We have filled the table, the cumulative. So question 2, they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeter to present 10 units on both axes for 0 is less than x less than or equal to 18, and this range on y-axis. Draw a smooth cumulative curve. So on the x-axis we are going to get the range from 0 to 80. This range 0 to 80 on the x-axis. Then on the y-axis we've been given 0 to 60. So this is our graph. We are going to use the values that we got from here to print. So the first thing, we are going to draw our graph from 0 on the y-axis, from 0 to 60. Then on the x-axis from 0 to 80. So the plotting will be done like The first here is 0, 0, so we're going to go per graph and plot 0, 0 is here. Then the second one is 10, 2, 10 on the x-axis, 2 on the y-axis. 10, 2, this is here. So we are going to follow these coordinates up to the end. The last one should be 80, 60, which is this one. 80, 60. 80, 60. So after that, now the question is saying, so after that the question is demanding us that we join these points that we are putting. So we join from here where there are doors, just write a smooth curve going up to the last point, which is in 80, 60. So that question is done. We'll go to the next question. So the question is saying, showing your method clearly, use your graph to estimate the interquartile range. So the interquartile range is given by the formula, the third quarter minus the first quarter. So how do we find the third quarter and the first quarter? So we are going to look at the frequency. The frequency that we've been given goes up to 60. So we are going to divide 60 in 4 equal parts. We are dividing 60 in 4 equal parts. So if we divide 60 by 4, we are going to get 15. So meaning from 0 to 15 here, this is the first quarter. So we are going to draw the line, a straight line. Where it meets the curve, we drop it. So after dropping it, we find that this is on 27. So meaning the first quarter is 27. Then we add another 15. From 15, adding another 15, we go up to 30, which is the second quarter. Adding another 15 goes up to 45, which is the third quarter, which is needed at the formula. So after drawing a solid line from the frequency, when it meets the curve, we drop it, it goes at 50. So meaning the third quarter is 50 and the first quarter is 27. That is why we are subtracting here third quarter minus first quarter, which is 50 minus 27, and the answer is 23, which is the interquartile range. So coming to question 10, which is the linear programming question, they are saying it's supposed to be answered on a graph paper as well. So they are saying a businessman orders 2 types of vehicles, namely sedan and vans, for sale. He orders at least 60 sedans and at least 20 vans. He orders not more than 180 vehicles altogether.
Very important.
He makes sure that the number of vans ordered are not more than the number of sedans ordered. So from here, from the question that we just read, if you see the phrase not more than, it means the symbol that you are going to use is less than or equal to. Then if you see less than, not less than, it means it is greater than or equal to. At least, it is greater than or equal to. Then greater than is this symbol facing on your left. Then less than is the symbol that faces on your right. So the first question is saying, given that X represents the number of sedans and Y presents the number of vans, write the 4 inequalities which satisfy. So they want the 4 inequalities which satisfy the above conditions. So we are going to say X represents the number of sedans. So where the sedans, we are going to replace it with X, and the number of vans, we are going to replace it with Y. So the first inequality here will be X is greater than or equal to 60, because from the statement here they are saying he orders at least at least 60 sedans, and we said at least here the symbol should be greater than or equal to. So we're saying x is greater than or equal to 60, and the second one again, x is greater than or equal to 20. The third one, x plus y is less than or equal to 180. Why? Because in the question here they are saying he orders not more than 180 vehicles altogether. Here 180 vehicles altogether. So we said not more than means less than or equal to. Here not more than means less than or equal to. So that's why our third inequality is x plus y is less than or equal to 180. Then number 4, y is less than or equal to x, because they are saying the number of vans ordered should not exceed the number of sedans, and from the question we have been given that y represent the number of vans and x represent the number of sedans. So we are saying y is less than or equal to x means that the number of vans ordered should not exceed the number of sedans. So question A we are done. We go on question B. So they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 20 vehicles on each axis, draw x and y axis from 0 to 180 and shade the unwanted region to show clearly the region where the solution of the inequalities lie. So we are going to draw the lines of these inequalities, these 4 inequalities, these 1, 2, 3, 4 on a graph after drawing the scale. So for now I didn't have the real graph. So they are saying this is the x-axis